FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Certain people not like me. Everyone got us bag a thing now. Makes true me, I do it like Nike. But me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me. Me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Them want poison me, so me think up. Think up. Dog where you did that when they think tough. No food, clean water fi drink up. Now me and the dog them a link up. Big truck, 20-inch rim just a spin up. The pioneer just a kicks up. And a hip-hop apocalypse up. You can't see the star through the tint up. Plus me and the Cuban a link up. Rose gold so the Cuban linked up. How much ice just a and me rings up. From what day you may find out. Certain people don't like me. Everyone cock us bag a thing now. Best show me I do it like Nike.
The Monday, March 25th edition of Talking Heads is on and popping. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. But I tell you, it was hot in here today, boy. Microphone all out of the frame. What happened? How was swinging on this today? Afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. And as you know, it is Monday, so off to Abaco we go. We'll be going to Abaco right after the break. Roscoe Thompson will be joining us, as well as, and I think Daphne's going to be joining us as well. So definitely going to have a good conversation with Abaco, get all caught up. Phone lines are open. Obviously, you know, if you want to chime in New Providence, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Toll free in any one of the family islands, 242-300, 5720, 242-300, 5720. Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day. Right here at Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Quick break. Flip side of the break. The March 25th edition of Talking Heads. Live from Abaco right after the break. Keep it right where you got it.
The girl them a ask say I do it. Plus me jeans that I chew it. And me white tee that I do it. As if you never knew it. To how we got all them a
Friday, April 5th. Get ready for another exciting Fish Fry Friday.
We got to sleep. We got to rest.
At Margaritaville, downtown Nassau, featuring the big band Visage and DJ Beats with the latest in soca, Bahamian, and old school jazz.
Everybody take a time. Come to party, I like y'all. Don't want no man.
Ready for $1 general admission, $55 buffet and party.
Doors open at 6:30 p.m., party until 11:30 p.m. That's April 5th, Fish Fry Friday. The stage has been moved, so you've got more dancing space.
This Friday, April 5th at Margaritaville, downtown Nassau.
Parking at the point for only $10. See you at Fish Fry Friday, April 5th with the big band Visage.
When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together. And we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations, we're with you on this journey. For every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need when and where you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Enjoy the flavors of summer with a mega-sized KFC combo and get a secret code for a chance to win. KFC and Pepsi is giving away daily beach bundles of a KFC bag packed with KFC shades, a bucket of 25 KFC whole wings, and a 2-liter Pepsi, plus a weekly cash prize of $1,000. Whether it's original recipe, spicy, or barbecue, get your favorite KFC combo today and mega-size your summer fun. KFC Nassau, it's mega finger-licking good.
We need to talk, and it's about something pretty important, your NIB contributions. For nearly 50 years, NIB contributions from hardworking Bahamians have supported families and individuals alike. But Bahamian families have changed. Families are having fewer children. This means less workers are entering the workforce and making contributions. And with Bahamian retirees living longer, pension payments have also increased. As a result, payouts have gone up, continuously exceeding contributions coming in, resulting in a deficit. That's why, starting on July 1st, 2024, both employers and employees will have to pay a little extra to sustain this national lifeline. The July 1st rate increase is our way of ensuring that NIB benefits are available for generations to come. We all have a role to play, and it starts with investing in tomorrow today with NIB.
We're back at you on the Monday, March 25th edition of Talking Heads. And boy, I tell you, we could go so many ways with the headlines in today's Guardian. And I'm sure they'll come up at some point. I'm sure they'll come up, on Wednesday. I'm sure they'll come up Friday in Week in Review. But I can't. We still on the beamer? Mr. Producer, we still on the beamer? You mean the bands that went from $185 to $300,000 now to the Beamer? Now allegedly one being leased? I hope we don't outfit the leased vehicle though. And when I say we, I mean the taxpayer, because obviously we the ones footing the bill on this. Anyway, I look into some of these headlines though. Conflicts on details of PM's new car. Financial Secretary says PM's current car being rented. So, rented? How much y'all paying a month for this rent? Rented? How much they charging you? Because I hope they ain't charging you. By the time we finish paying this rent, we got to buy 1, 2, or 3 of these vehicles. Hey. Mitchell Effner must want PM to walk to work. Well, I'd rather him walk to work than fly to work, because that's all he's been doing is flying off to allegedly work. I like you, Mr. Mitchell, to walk out of the political scene, period, for the rest of your time on this planet and enjoy, your golden years and leave the political arena to some young lions. How about that? If you're talking about walking. Anyway, let me walk down to Albuquerque. Roscoe Thompson is in the building. We got Roscoe chiming in. Roscoe, how goes it, my brother?
Hey, Naughty. Good afternoon, Bahamas. Daphne's on with me today. So
all right. I just was making sure.
And she is Daphne DeGregory Mayolis. She's the president of the Chamber of Commerce in Albuquerque. So it's good to have her on again. I just wanted to, touch on something that you said. And I said this to somebody today. Rather than them just come out and say that the PM needed a new car because of mechanical issues with the old one, that would have killed the whole thing.
Well, somebody break up the next one, allegedly.
How many stories are we going to have about this car? I'd be honest with you, I'm tired of hearing about it, but more so I see is hip in the Bahamas, and, maybe use Zoom and all these new technology we have. Rather than traveling around the world, because I still know that the DRA is non-existent in Albuquerque. Something that I'd like to say, and I think Daphne will, maybe elaborate on a little more. But you know, people forget with what we had in Dorian and everything, but what happened administration and the work that they did in Abaco through NGOs and getting homes built was amazing, and getting things back and refurbishing. And this PLP administration sits here and wants to talk about their record. Well, please tell me, how many homes have y'all rebuilt in Abaco? That would be my first question. But I don't want to be too political today, Naughty. I want to behave myself, say God bless the Bahamas, because I think Mr. Gregory has some very important things.
All right, before we get to Daphne, though, I got a texter already asking me, Naughty, ask Roscoe, are the debris fields still there, left behind from the removal of the Shanty Downs?
They have not touched them. Yeah,
all right.
They have not
I got about 3 just waiting on it. Right as soon as I came in.
No, I'm not going to get offline. I'm just going to unmute and then, unmute myself and let Daphne, because I think, being in the farming and the agriculture business and all of that, it maybe some of us don't know, because, a lot of people don't know in our country that you're supposed to go online before you even clear your piece of property and pay $110 CEP fee. But that's for another day. Daphne, I'm going to let her go. And I know there's some issues that are addressing, and it's good to hear from the Chamber of Commerce in Abaco, which is our business community. But she is also a member of Abaco, a resident. She is a great person, and she loves Abaco. So I want to turn it over to her right now, and I'll be right on the side, my friend.
No worries, my brother. All right, Daphne, how are you? How's you and the family? Everybody good?
Joe, we all good. We all good. Just trying to keep our heads above water here.
There you go. Well, bring me up to snuff, man. Give me the rundown. What's going on with the chamber and this exciting news Roscoe said you had for us today.
Yeah, most important issue I want to talk about is the farming and fishing industry. We are talking, you hear government talking every day about how much we're spending on imports, and the cost of living is increasing, and they want to increase agriculture, and they want to have more farms and more production. The fact of the matter, we can't feed ourselves as a nation. We are not an independent nation. That's as simple as that. If we have our borders closed and we can't get food imports, I think survive a month. A month. Dorian taught us a very strong lesson. Food security is far from our reach at this. And the most distressing thing about it is that farmers and fishers are being taxed by this same government who's promoting farming and fishing.
But that was my question, Daphne, and I'm glad you brought it up. I've had a lot of complaints, and a lot of people reach out to me from Abaco, from other family islands, especially the fishermen, saying that the taxation is just way too much. It's just crazy. It's making
insane.
It hard for them to get back to doing what they need to do.
I'm going to give you examples, okay? First of all, the farmer, business license fees are calculated on revenue generated. In a normal business, retail shop, any kind of business, they have a sliding scale. If you're earning under 500,000, if you're earning over 100,000 and under 500,000 per annum, you're charged a tax of 0.5%, of your turnover. Farming and fishing, agriculture has been thrown into one category. So for agriculture, fishing.
Hold on a second. Farming and fishing are in one category, Daphne?
Farming, fishing, and food processing. That means if you're a jams and jelly producer, you're in one category, and there's no sliding scale. One set fee of 0.75% of your turnover. So 75% as opposed to 5% in an industry that should actually be no fee if you generate under 500,000. And the reason I say it should be no fee is because farmers and fishers have the greatest risk in their business. We cannot insure ourselves, generally speaking. We cannot protect ourselves from Mother Nature, because if a hurricane comes and wipes out my entire crop.
That's it. I mean, that's act of God. You got to ride with it.
Exactly. And I'm out of business. On top of which, to add insult to injury, I understand that they have raised leasing land, new farms under BAIC. Thank God I don't fall under BAIC, but under BAIC, you are taxed. Hang on now, I want to make sure I get this right. It's increased from $30 an acre. It used to start at $30 an acre, to now $500 an acre.
Oh.
That's right, 500.
Wow.
And fishermen, the boat people, they have been increased from $30 to $700. What is?
Well, see, I think it was very disingenuous by this administration on the campaign trail to say that they weren't going to have any further taxation. And all they've done is turned around and taxed the living daylights out of us every chance we get. They're going to tax us for oxygen in a minute if they can.
They tax us out of business. Now, I have written commerce. I wrote a letter to the Prime Minister, that directly to the Prime Minister. I copied it to our Member of Parliament, John Pinder, copied it to Ministry of Finance. I copied it to our Jomo Campbell, our Minister of Agriculture. He was actually the only one that acknowledged it by saying thank you, but I don't know, he didn't say what he was going to do about it. And I then called the Ministry of Finance and spoke personally with Mr. I'm so annoyed. I can't even think straight. I spoke to Ministry of Finance, Talman Bryce.
Okay.
I also copied the letter to Simon Wilson, requesting, because obviously there's some oversight or misjudgment, but examine this tax structure and in fact reduce or provide for small farms and fishers and producers in the same way that they provide for small and medium-sized businesses to have a reduced rate. Instead of being 7.5%, it should be at the bare minimum, at the very least 5%, but in fact, it should be less. And as I said before, under 500,000 shouldn't even be taxed because of the risk that we take, because of the need that we have in this country to be able to feed ourselves. I mean, what are we trying to do? I don't get it.
And I thought, the 28th of March will make 2 years that I've been here at Guardian. All right? This March, 28th will make 2 years. And for the 2 years that we've been talking to Abaco, it's been the same thing. More red tape, more obstacles, more hurdles. And when you think you're going to get a helping hand, you get a slap in return. I don't see how any farmer could honestly make a living with the taxation the way it's been implied or implemented.
My accountant, in fact, he told me years ago when things says, Daph, you don't have a business. You have a very expensive hobby. Because
wow,
it's a good thing that you love what you do, and I do. I love what I do, and my reward comes from people who benefit from our product and appreciate our product and lifestyle and what we try to teach and encourage young people to think of in terms of farming as being something other than just growing potatoes and onions, but maybe producing a Love Vine hair tonic or a finished product that can provide them a greater revenue source than just, eating.
And you know what really has me kind of surprised in all of this too, Daphne, that you speak about the products and all that can be made and the niche products that can be developed and put out there and be supplied to businesses for resale and so on. But I look at it, the average age, a couple of years ago, there was a survey done, the average age of the farmer in the Bahamas is 70 years old. Shouldn't we be trying to encourage as many young people to get into farming, especially those who live in the family islands?
We should be.
And make it a viable opportunity and an option for them to earn a living and make a living?
Absolutely. I mean, isn't that what BAMSI is all about? Wasn't that what that was for? And yeah, talking about 70, I don't mind telling anybody on the air. I'm 70 years old. I'll be 71 this year.
You lie, Daphne.
No, I don't lie.
Real talk. You don't sound 70, and from the pictures I seen in the press, you don't look a day over 39.
Hang on now. Hang on. They think you bribing me.
No, man. Once I get out there and you admitted the age, normally I don't ask a woman her age in public. I was raised right. I say, what's your bra size?
But you know why I don't mind giving my age? My sister's hair will be curling now because she'll be like, you crazy? But I don't mind because farming, this lifestyle has kept me young. Okay? And that is the beauty of feeding yourself, living healthy lives. This is why, Nick and I try to promote farming as much as possible because we're going to grow a healthier community. And if you can't walk the walk, then you can't talk the talk, and that's what we try to prove, that we are examples of what a healthy lifestyle can provide. Okay? But let's don't get off the subject because I'm really very perturbed and disturbed about this situation. And I asked in my letter for an immediate reversal or adjustment to this tax structure by our government. And I have had no response. Zero response.
Take a ticket and join the line because I've had multiple callers on multiple issues say the same thing. I write government agencies, I write ministries, and I am still waiting for a reply.
Well, my only hope now is that Mr. Bryce, who I appealed to this morning again, will go to bat for, fishers and farmers in their deliberation, because this is the time they're debating the budgets and making any change need to be made now. So everybody in this listening audience who can call their member of parliament or go to the Ministry of Agriculture, Department of Agriculture, or have anything to do with farming and fishing, you need to bombard them with your request to be treated fairly in this industry. Okay? Because then on top of everything else, they're increasing national insurance and blaming us for not having enough children and for living too long. Is that not absurd?
That is absolutely ludicrous right there.
Well, it's reality. They have these beautiful commercials on the radio that some clever person has designed for them that makes us feel like the bad guys because we don't want to pay increased national insurance. Well, what happened to the national insurance money that they've already collected? How was that spent? Where's the accountability? What investments did they make on our behalf?
Let us see the books. Where did our money go? How much cash is there? How much property is there? What are the assets, liquid, so on and so forth? We need to know.
Exactly.
And these are good questions that Daphne's bringing up. It's things that I brought up over, recently, but you're asking the people to suffice and getting a new NIB, but then you continue taking that money out of NIB and doing what you want with it. They need to open their eyes, man. You know, people are going to be looking for their benefits. I mean, I'm fighting NIB right now, and it's a battle. So it's really concerning.
Again, though, and Texas, kind of echoing the same sentiment as far as the farming goes. Texas, you a little naughty, but farming has a stigma attached as a job for foreign nationals. But actually, it's $1 billion industry. Also, could you please ask Roscoe if they had hail on Saturday? Did you all have hail on Saturday in Albuquerque?
No, not that
I not as far as I know.
No.
All right, well, there you go, Texas.
I
No
heard
hail in
Bill had it
Albuquerque.
in Pearl Harbor.
I know there was some hail around, but I was inside. I wasn't trying to get hit by nothing. Them scores was coming down. But again, though, why almost 2 years in has Albuquerque not been given the opportunity to fully recover and relaunch? I mean, I think this administration is missing out. I mean, when you look at the bottom line every year, Albuquerque is a strong contributor to the bottom line. Went up and running and in full effect. I don't know why they're belaboring the point to get Albuquerque back up and running.
But Naughty, this isn't really about Abaco. This really isn't about Abaco. This is a nationwide problem. What the farmers in the country and the fishermen in the entire country are being affected by what I'm talking about today.
Yeah, on a national level, I get it, Daphne, but obviously we're addressing Abaco because that's where we all come from each and every Monday. But we do get it. It is on a national scale.
Yeah, this is a much greater issue than, I mean, Abaco, I'm happy to say, finally, that I see something being done to renovate or clean up the Home Depot, the Home Fabric building. You know, I'm always complaining about the businesses that more or less abandoned us and just left their businesses a mess. But that I understand that's started to, we're looking a little better, but I can't think of anything other than the mess of this agriculture and fisheries industry that we're in, and the government, if they really want to say they're the government of the people, then they need to support the people by allowing us an opportunity to feed ourselves.
Now, I got a text to chime in, Daphne, saying, I get Daphne's point about feeding ourselves. It is very important. However, wouldn't that be bad for business? And I get it. I think they're making a reference to the bigger chains and the bigger stores.
Bad for whose business? Bad for whose business?
I guess the folks that have a monopoly on the food markets here.
No, it's not going to be bad for business. Who wants to go and pay to have imported products? We will never be able to wipe out imports. Okay, that would be insane to even suggest. We will never be able to produce the luxury food products that we have learned to enjoy. Okay, but when it comes down to being able to eat, if they have ever been in a hurricane and had to fight for a can of sardines, okay, that was the last can of sardines on the shelf, then they'll know what I'm talking about. It's about survival. I'm talking about survival.
Right, and at the end of the day, you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for something you could get locally that's probably more beneficial to you. Import.
Well, Naughty, I'm going to correct you there because people have the belief that because it's grown locally, it should be cheaper, but it's not. Because, for instance, if you import chicken from Brazil or some other country where they don't have the expenses and they don't have the labor and power rates that we have, you're going to pay less for an imported chicken than you're going to get for an organically grown or higher quality chicken that's grown in this country, because the costs come from all these taxes, land leases, employees' payments and benefits, energy costs, imports of equipment that we need, feed, all of these things. It's not cheaper because it's grown in the Bahamas. It's better because it's grown in the Bahamas, because it's not full of chemicals and toxins. Pesticides, hopefully. And you can go to the farm and you can see where they're growing it, and you can see how they're growing it, and you can have that level of comfort that says this is a better quality product. And at the end of the day, although you may pay more for it, it's actually going to cost you less, because you're not going to have all the illnesses that are going to run you into the doctor's office.
Let's go to the phone lines real quick. We got a caller here. Let's get to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Good afternoon, Naughty. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Listen here. I rather pay, let's say, the Chiquita bananas costing $129. I need Bahamian bananas, which is better. Same thing with the tomatoes. If you get them here, the incoming tomatoes say costing $1.50. I don't mind paying $1.60 for Bahamian tomatoes, because those Americans imported tomatoes taste like cardboard. So yeah. I rather because it's better for you, it's more nutritious, and you get all the benefits from it. It isn't sprayed with all kind of Roundup, which cause cancer. Everybody knows that, because, that's what they call glyphosate. You see them when they spray, what they have on? Hazardous mask, right?
Yep.
They spray it, and they expect you to be eating it. And that's why I try to stay even from wheat. If it doesn't say organically grown, not grown with Roundup, I try not to eat it, because, that glyphosate Roundup is very toxic, is very dangerous. Give me if they charging, say $1.50 a pound for watermelon, I don't mind paying $1.60 for a Bahamian watermelon, because it's all organically grown, and which is much more better for you. And so that's why it's so important. As much I go down to the farmers market every Saturday and try to get my products from down there, because you know how they're grown. Now, I saw someone one time, I'm calling no name, they selling you these bananas, and I said, you sure these Bahamian? He said, yeah. And I really didn't look at it. When I reached home and I really turned banana off, he pulled the stickers off the bananas, which is very deceptive. That's just being dishonest, to do something like that. But as much as possible, seasonal fruits, try to eat them in abundance when they are in season. And one more thing, Naughty. I spoke to Bernie the other day. I don't know if you mentioned it to you, to look at to getting all the road masters on who really did what they call the 5 major marathon.
Yeah, got all of that money.
One show, because Shawan Blaze already did it twice. So y'all wait that out. Oh, you got their numbers.
We'll get on it, man. We'll make it happen. All right, Happy, good stuff. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty, what's happening?
Hey, what's happening, Jeff?
Good afternoon to our nice guest from Abaco. Listen, this food security stuff is something we really need to pay attention to. With the explosion of cancer in this country, we don't have no testing facility even acknowledge what's coming into the country being imported. The Bahamian stuff, as you know, is more organic. The pesticides and stuff we don't have to worry about too much, according to reports. But I think we need to do a much better job in policing that as much as possible. And the tomatoes and the onions, I use those a lot. And I believe that we need to get into our produce and really get those front
We still got Jeff, or we lost Jeff? Jeff, call us back if you can. Talking Heads.
What's up, Lottie? St. Petersburg, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, St. Pete?
Man, Lottie, like I say, these young kids nowadays, they don't want to get dirty, man. But, you know, when I was coming up, man, everybody had a backyard garden. We grow our own fruits, vegetables. But it's a lost art to them. I don't understand it. You know, as a small nation in the Bahamas, we should be feeding ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Less than 1 million people. You know, each region should be able to grow basically every fruit and vegetable. You know, but the young kids nowadays, they don't want to get dirty. They want to sit in front of they want the iPhones and all this. I understand the technology is improved, but you try to get them to get through farming, man. It's, like I said, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink, man. That's all. Hey, y'all have a nice day, man. Peace.
All right, St. Pete, be safe, brother. Always good to hear from you. All right, Roscoe and Daphne.
Farming doesn't have to be dirty. Okay.
Hey, Naughty, did I hear that?
This is a concept. This is a concept that we have to get out of people's heads.
Right.
You don't have to get dirty to be a farmer. Okay.
No.
Did I hear Daphne correct in what she said that they went from 30 acres to $500 an acre?
Yep.
You're absolutely correct. From $30 an acre to $500 an acre. I think it's the BAIC land. Yes.
Wow, that's just dumbfounding. That that is very true, because I've seen a lot of more of our locals start doing their own gardens, like what our great grandparents. Well, I would have to say my great grandparents did. 60 and 70 years ago. It seems like we're coming full cycle all over again, because it's so expensive. When you go to the food store, but when you have farms per se like yours, or I'll even do Glenn and Tracy Kelly as an example, that are producing, leaf and tomatoes and sweet peppers and stuff like that, which others are doing. Here you have people that are trying. Why are we burdening them with more cost? And that's dumbfounding to me. That just really. And the same with you and Beverly and all the farmers that are in Abaco. And I know we've lost some farmers over the years, that used to grow onions and tomatoes.
One quick correct, Roscoe. It's not, let's say, for instance, I already have a lease. They haven't adjusted my lease. So that anybody who has an existing lease, they would not have made changes to their lease, because that's what the lease does. It protects you. It's new farms that are coming up. These new farmers who are trying to get into the industry.
Okay. That's still a big burden. That from $30 to $500. That's a big burden. That's a
$270 jump. I mean, it's obscene.
Yeah.
So I have a 10-acre farm. That's going to cost me $4,000 or $5,000 a year just on.
Yep.
That's right.
We got to get to the break, guys, but I appreciate you chiming in. Very good stuff this week, Daphne. Good to hear from you, and especially the plight of what the farmers and the fishers are going through. Roscoe, we still got to talk about the shantytown next week when the end of the breed, when you call back. And you chime in. And Daphne, if you can make it next Monday, we'd love to have another update from you to see exactly where we're at since we spoke today.
Let me just, next Monday's a holiday. Are you on?
No, I'm not. That's right. Monday is a holiday. The following Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't want, we got
I forgot this week is a short week. Friday and Monday holiday. Holiday can't done.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, I hope I have some good news for you when we get back together on the air.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Be safe down there, and I hope it all works out for you. And we'll keep doing what we do each and every Monday right here, trying to get the word out for Abaco till they get Abaco right.
Thank you, Naughty. Appreciate all you do for us, man. And thank you, Daphne, for coming on today. Really appreciate it. It's good that we have another perspective from the business side, and being with the chamber. So I really thank you for joining us and Naughty on the Abaco Report.
All right, good stuff, guys. We'll see you next Monday, all right? Following Monday, because of the holiday. Mr. Producer, just run that bad for me real quick. Let me handle a couple of these texts before we get out of here. Naughty, real quick. I believe Mr. Pinto was able to dispel any belief that he isn't ready to lead this country. He handled himself very convincingly, speaking to every issue in an informed manner. He, in my humble opinion, is the type of new leadership that this country needs. The apparent official spokesperson for the government, he only causes more confusion. Listen, leave Anton alone. Anton been through enough. We get the whole picture of Anton, but good stuff, Texter. You've been listening all day, obviously. PM Davis, Naughty PM Davis is done raised the cost of living too high for him to feel comfortable in a luxury vehicle. This is, in fact, the straw that broke the voters' backs. Naughty asked Roscoe if the generator is still working at the airport, or is it working at the airport?
No, it's not. And the AC was not working yesterday when I left. All the tourists in the airport jam-packed. I mean, I know travel delays, but the AC system was down, and the generator is not up and running.
There you go, Texas. That's your answer. Here's another one. Government officials should be locked up for mishandling NIB funds. People have worked most of their life to contribute to the NIB and expect the NIB funds and, of course, benefits. Naughty, why are we importing limes? Our fruits in the food store should be by the rat poison section. With all the pesticides they have on them due to the imported products. Wow. Naughty, what I find the problem is the lack of knowledge and the non-existence of a support system when trying to learn how to grow your want to call upon. Wow, we got to look at that again. We got to try to get some more information out there for you backyard farmers. That's good stuff that y'all are interested, but now you need to find more information on it. But we'll get it for you. Good stuff, Roscoe and Daphne. Good stuff, everybody who chimed in and called in. Quick break. Right after the news, we'll be talking sports in the 5 o'clock hour. Pearlie will be in the building. Tons of upsets in the NCAA tournament. NBA basketball playoffs to talk about, and, of course, baseball, because they're back. All coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Keep it right where you got it.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs, more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
This Easter, from March 23rd, witness history in the making at the Betty Kelly-Kenning Aquatic Center. Cheer on Team Bahamas as we dive into history, swimming our way towards a 6th straight victory at the Carifta Aquatics. Feel the 500 athletes from 24 countries from across the Caribbean converge in the Bahamas for the championship title. Immerse yourself in that spectacle being held in the Bahamas this year. Watch live as champions are born, records are shattered, and dreams are realized. Just a competition. It's a showcase of the future of swimming right in the heart of Nassau. Mark your calendars. This Easter, March 3rd, the Carifta Aquatics at the Betty Kelly-Kenning Aquatic Center. See ticket information and full schedule at cariftaaquatics.com. See you at the poolside.
Made exactly the way they should be, by someone with chicken in their name. The new Kentucky Chicken Sandwiches feature a quarter-pound of all-white meat, triple-breaded, spicy chicken breast toasted buttery brioche bun, with your choice of lettuce, tomato, bacon, thick-cut pickles, and the perfect amount of Colonel's real mayo or spicy sauce. Every chicken prepared and piping hot. Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwiches, the only chicken sandwiches that are finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for it. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices to service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Do you have uncontrollable debt? Are you ready to make that move to Fidelity for a stress-free future? These loans have a built-in savings plan that pays you unbeatable interest. Ask about our debt consolidation loans today. Call 356-77.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
We're back at you on the Monday, March 25th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. We're into the 5 o'clock hour. You know we're talking sports. We got Pearly zoomed in yet?
In this corner, right here.
Pearlissimo, what's going on? Let's get today in sports history out of the way. All brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. And on this day in, sports history, March 25th, a lot happened. 1936, the Detroit Red Wings defeated the Montreal Maroons in the longest hockey game to date. 1958, Sugar Ray Robinson regained his middleweight title for the 5th time when he defeated Carmen Basilio in a 12-round decision. 1972, Bobby Hull joined Gordie Howe to become only the second National Hockey League player to score. 1982, Wayne Gretzky became the first player in the NHL to score 200 points in a season. 1995, boxer Mike Tyson was released from jail after serving 3 years. 1997, the Hartford Whalers announced that they would move from Connecticut following the 96-97 season. In 97-98, they became the Carolina Hurricanes. 2002, the NHL suspended Keith Tkachuk of the St. Louis Blues for slashing Lyle O'Dedlin of the Chicago Blackhawks during a game on March 23rd, 2002. Also in 2002, Bobby Holik of the New Jersey Devils was suspended by the NHL for slashing Rob Brind'Amour in the face. Brind'Amour needed 7 stitches to close the cut around his left eye. Suspended Marty Turco of the Dallas Stars for 4 games for high-sticking the incident the night before against Ryan Smith of the Oilers. Turco forfeited more than $195,000 in salary. Sports quote of the day, half this game is 90% mental. Yogi Berra. Yogi had the best quotes. Half of this game is 90% mental.
Yeah. He was good.
He could confuse you now.
He was really good.
But at least he was entertaining when he misspoke.
Yeah, he was. It was always, it was, Come to think about it.
I wish our politicians of today could be as entertaining when they misspeak as Yogi was when he misspoke.
Okay.
Sin Sima. Anyway, boy, that song stuck in my head. I don't know why.
I've been stuck in my head too, but who got the keys to my bimmer?
How about who footing the bill for the bimmer?
Amen. Because it's cheaper to buy it. Because if you're leasing it for the amount I hear you're leasing it for, it's cheaper to buy it.
Well, somebody texted me, and I gotta say allegedly till I can confirm it, but $19,000 a month.
I heard that's the figure I heard. That's like 200 something, right? That's a lot of money.
Well, hold on for 5 months. That's $100,000 right there.
But are you allowed to lease a car for 5 months? I thought you had to take at least a 2-year deal.
I could find out,
But
we're in the Beamer Club already, Pearly. We could find out.
Amen. But a little excitement in the neighborhood. If you're coming home, don't come up Infantry Road. The police got the whole area locked down.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. They said somebody ran with something in their hand, so I know. That's it's down by the little bar.
They run with something in their hand, either like they stole something, like shoplifted?
No, something that they would use if they got in the altercation.
Oh, so they were brandishing alleged.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my Shippingham network person.
Have you heard any gunshots or anything in the area?
No. Fortunately, no.
All right, well, keep us posted.
But I'll have in a few minutes.
But that's a good heads up. Avoid the Chippenham area. Plenty traffic.
Yeah. And Infantry Road is already be back around this time, so and they got to close off. So that's nightmare for who coming this way.
Let's get up into the local scene real quick with the home court Pearly. All brought to you, of course, by Burger King Nassau. And don't forget, 2 for $5.75 for sandwiches. Great breakfast deal going on at your favorite Burger King Nassau location. All right, you got sandwiches with sausage and cheese, 2 for $5.75 right there, but you can't beat that with a stick. That's a deal, buddy.
That's me right there.
That's a deal. All right. I guess we better put this in sports. And let me just lead off the local scene with this. And of course, you know, MJ, my beautiful wife, multiple spelling bee champion out of Grand Bahama to address this. So let's just briefly congratulate the champ, Aral Balani. He spelled, his spelling is more than memorizing words, roots, origin, and parts of speech must be learned. That was his quote, and he got it in. 12-year-old 7th grade student at the Life at Key International School. He's preparing for the Scripps National Spelling Bee in May. He's our national champion, and he did a great job.
Okay.
And I can't tell you a word of that lie. This dude looked like he's eat the dictionary, the thesaurus, and yeah. I don't want no part of him. No. This dude looked like he don't have no problem dealing with a word. You know, some of them kids get a little nervous and whatnot.
Yeah. Origin, please.
Yeah.
The Latin meaning.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes.
You can tell what a real sports Joneser you are. You watch Scripps when they know nothing else to watch in the dead time of sports season.
Unfortunately, I ain't that bad. I haven't gotten to that just yet. But ESPN used to run it. I don't think
they still do. Yeah.
Are they doing it? Okay.
Yeah, they still do.
Okay.
Tell they get the poor word like.
To watch it. I don't like to watch it because I hate to see a 12-year-old who can beat me spelling. You know, that just don't sit with me.
Listen, man. Nowadays, with things at the fingertips, ain't nobody can beat me spelling because it'll just be Siri. How do you spell?
Yep.
And you know, you can imagine going up there and getting a word like triskaidekaphobia.
See, that's the same thing right now. And the 12-year-old could probably
or medulla oblongata.
No, you're making that one up. See, you almost had me this.
Medulla oblongata. Ask nephew. Ask doc. He'll tell you. It's a medical term.
Okay, I'll ask him.
The devil is a lie, but that ain't no word. Yes, babe. Medulla oblongata. Yeah.
Problem.
Mm-hmm. And there's some other ones too.
Wonderful. But Naughty, I had some really good news on Friday.
What's the good news?
Sport. I had the swim team, members of the Carifta swim team.
Correct. Now, hey, did they thank us for making sure the pool was filled for them?
But they practiced in the pool. They practiced in the pool, I think, Wednesday or Thursday.
Did they thank Uncle Naughty and did they thank Uncle Pearly?
They were very nice kids. They were really good kids. They were, we were able to talk with them, crack jokes, had them laughing, So we had over 18, under 15, under 13. So we had a good cross section of kids, and we had the great Alan Murray there. So that was wonderful.
Alan Murray.
Yeah,
it's one of them. He was a couple of age groups back in the day when I used to swim, but he was a solid swimmer, man.
A certain young lady who came with them say she swam with you.
Yeah, that'd have to be Christina Wallace Whitfield.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And if you don't know, that's formerly Christine Boat. That's Mr. Roy Boat, Lord bless the dad, his daughter.
Yeah.
It's the Dolphin Swim Club. Let me tell you, every year I won 7 straight High Point trophies. Every year it was either Christine Boat or Michelle Fox who would win the female category opposite me.
Yes.
So yeah, man, that's some good swimmers right there. Some solid swimmers.
So I was happy to hear that the pool will be ready. They're excited. They expect to bring back a 6th straight championship. So it was good. It was a good conversation.
Well, after all the moaning and complaining I done and fired people up and got people mad with me for saying putting water in the pool, that's the least they could do for me.
Yeah, that's true. But one of the things that bothers me a little is that they're putting more emphasis on the track team to come second or third when our swim team coming first.
And don't forget water polo too.
And water polo as well. So we don't put in, even talking right now, Cariftas this weekend.
Sometimes we put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
And I have no problem, track and field is a staple, and I support it 100%. Don't get me wrong, listeners. But our most success right now, over the last 5 years, is with our junior swim team, is the back-to-back Carifta champions.
I don't think anybody
would... second in Jamaica. We ain't coming second to Barbados. We ain't coming second to Trinidad. We beating them.
I know. I don't think anybody have any doubt about your love and your affection for track and field.
Of course.
We've witnessed you be fanboy for soccer all over this radio, okay? So trust me we don't have to worry about track and field.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads.
Cody, what's up? It's me again, man. What's up?
What's going on, St. Pete?
buddy, what's up with the Dodgers baseball scandal, man? What's the latest, man?
Man, look here, you brought that Irish ready. Boy, look here, I was waiting in the cut, St. Petersburg. You teething from me, but I don't like you, you know.
What was the question?
What's up with the baseball scandal, man? The latest of the baseball scandal, the Dodgers scandal. What's up?
Well, season begins for everybody on Thursday.
No, I talk about with the gambling, man. The gambling scandal.
Oh, actually, some more information coming out that this guy had a false resume as well.
Hold on. Are we no, too forward. Until this is settled, I am referring to him as Pete Rosatani.
Yeah.
Pete Rosatani.
Yeah.
That's who I referring him to as.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
So
all right, St. Pete, I can let Pearly answer you, all right, bro?
Apparently, he ripped $4.5
Be safe, my brother.
from Otani.
Now, Pearly, hold on. Let me do this for context. When the story broke, it was translator fired for stealing.
Yes.
Then I heard stories that he swung him on the contract, and Otani didn't know his contract was worth $700 million. He thought the Angels was done with him. That's why he had to sign with the Dodgers. Now stop. You may not know a lick of English, but you online. You will get reports from Japan. You know full much how much you signing for, okay? So don't play stupid with me on that.
No, I've been reading and I've been hearing so many different
A
things.
lot of BS came out. My biggest thing is this, and this is the crux of it. If he stole from you, you have every right to fire him. What he stole from you, how he stole it from you, and I need some clarification on the bets. Was he making bets for you? Was he making bets unbeknownst to you? Or were you involved in the bets being made? And I'm not trying to stereotype, but you know, I will frequent a poker room in the States since we can't gamble here. And I'm just saying, card games and gambling are very famous in Asia, very popular in Asia.
Yeah. I've held back my comments. Otani is giving a statement at 5:45.
Now, all I'm saying, Pearly, is two things need to happen. If they do find him, he's going to follow this, and they want to give him a slap on the wrist, then they have to automatically reinstate Pete Rose, no questions asked, and put him in the Hall of Fame.
Well, no, the difference is Pete Rose bet on base. Hold on, Pete Rose bet on baseball. This guy did not bet on baseball.
Excuse me, there's been rumors coming out that he did bet on baseball.
That's rumors. There's nothing confirmed.
Now, Pearly, now see, this where I got to hold you. Real Dodger fanboy BS.
No. What I'm saying is I'm not dropping any conclusion because you're hearing all kind of rumors. I'm waiting for the dust to settle.
Pete Rose bet on baseball. He never bet on the Reds.
Hold on. All right, fine. Otani is giving a statement at 5:45. That would clarify a lot of things, and then I would make a statement. But you're hearing all kind of rumors, and nobody's confirmed any of those rumors.
I want to know what the Japanese word. I want to know what the Japanese word for scapegoat is.
Well, it may be or may not be. Let's wait to see. But what I find amazing is everybody's trying to dig so much on this because they're trying to disrupt the Dodgers because you're afraid that we're going to win the World Series.
No, I just want to laugh at you. I want to laugh at you thoroughly for giving the biggest gambler next to Pete Rose $700 million. That's what I want to laugh at you for.
Well, but you don't know if it's him. So why are you saying that? That's a rumor. Nothing confirmed that.
Well, that is my Yankee heart leading me to jump to conclusions.
That's what you're hoping. That's what you're hoping. But time will tell. And at 5:45.
Pearly.
We go to I listen to the statement and I'll be able to say something.
I have for years wanted Pete Rose reinstated. Okay, I think he should be given the death penalty. I think that man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He's paid his penalty.
100%. I agree with you 100%.
So if this comes along now and it's an opportunity, and we see when the dust clears that there was some infraction done, if there was one done, all I'm saying is there need to be some sort of justice for Pete Rose.
Yeah, but if there's infraction by the translator,
yeah, but ain't nothing happening for Pete.
All right then. So let's wait and see what the statement says and what the final word comes. Because when you had all kind of different things.
Do you think though that Otani got $700 million and he might have told the dude, "Go have a seat. Let me just break you off, and you be the fall guy for this. Know your role and say what you need to say." And
I mean, that conspiracy theory of yours is tickling really fast. But okay, well,
I put it out there. I'm not saying it's conspiracy. I just put it out there hypothetically.
You started an unnecessary rumor that gets up.
I your translator, and you look at me and you say, "Papi, mira. Tú tienes que coger esto para el equipo," and you tell me how much I can make, and I say, "Hey, it was me." I bet on everything.
Trust me, the translator ain't the one who tell him that knowledge. So let's wait to see what happens, all right? Translator is the one to tell him what people say. I ain't one to read it. He got lawyers and all that stuff to look at, an agent and all that stuff. So that's what I got stories. The translator tell you how much you make. Come on.
Yeah,
right?
that was garbage. When I heard that one, I was like, that's ridiculous. That doesn't make no sense to me.
The
That's a big
translator's
reach.
there. If I come there and say, yo, Tony, what's up? He can say, Pearly say, blah, 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 blah. Then he can say, King Yang Wong, and Pearly can say, Pearly say, yeah, cool, bro.
Hold on,
Like that.
hold on. I don't think it'd be Ching Wang Wang, it'd be Ong Fong
Well, I
Tai.
know, got there. Whatever, yeah, okay, don't worry. Whatever he says,
nonetheless,
whatever the words they use, I don't know it. I'm not going to try to play like I know anything in Japanese, nothing at all.
Let's forward the tape for a second. Hypothetically, what if there is some sort of blame or some sort of involvement by Otani? What do you think the penalty should be?
I don't know, because I need to know what the involvement is. But, the fact that y'all hoping for this, you ain't hoping for this.
I'm putting it out there. We know what happens if nothing comes from it. The interpreter's going to be fired, and Otani's starting next Wednesday.
The interpreter has already been fired. But
You understand what I'm saying?
Is, you're coming with these hypothetical things. You're hoping for this, not because you want to be that, but because you want to say everybody's hoping that the Dodgers become weaker. That's all. It's it's the haters, and you hate us.
Listen. If you caller, I see you. I coming to you now, Pearly. If that's what you want, that's fine. I'm going to tell you why I'm after it. You know, there's a certain individual, and I had to drop a video from 2017 when I went out and said, "Hey, you better watch this character you all trying to call the greatest and all of that." LeBron put the video out from 2017. Had to revisit that video today, and I was right on the money from then till now.
How LeBron get to do it, Otani?
No, stop. I want to get to my point.
Crush on LeBron. You
Stop.
have to find a way to bring LeBron into the conversation.
No, you want to try to say that now because you don't want me to get to my point about Otani, but I'm going to get there.
Okay, go ahead.
The same way that I was leaning to that and saying it was going to be a debacle in LA with LeBron, which it's turning out to be. Because, you score 150, but you let the opposition score 145. You ain't winning too much playoff games like that. But I said that to say this. Otani, I want to be able, with all the due diligence, to that's said and done when smoke clears, if there is nothing to do and there's nothing foul, no pun intended, vindicate the man, clarify who was at blame, and let him go play baseball. However, here's the crux right here. If there is something untoward, I am looking for the vindication of Pete Rose.
It's amazing how you're trying to bring this.
Pearly, I said, if big word, if my auntie had different plumbing, she'd be my uncle.
You digging deep.
And I doing it to bug you. I doing it to bug you, and I getting a kick out of it because I feel you in defense mode here. I've seen you defend other things, and you got on that defense mode. You're playing on defense right now.
I'm getting like that because you're hearing that has not been anything like that has not been confirmed. That's just nasty rumors coming out. Nobody can confirm them, and I'm saying let's wait to see what happens at 5:45.
Pearly, we could wait.
Tomorrow, I'll have plenty to say.
We could wait. That's no problem. All I'm saying to you is, so you know, the end game for me is if it is something awry, I want vindication for Pete Rose. If it's not, then vindicate Otani, let him go on and play, and let me see him, play ball this year without pitching.
So because the interpreter might have taken Otani money and go bet on other sports, not baseball at all. That vindicates Pete Rose, and Pete Rose literally bet on baseball.
Pearly. See, you and I both have had this conversation, and you have said he should be vindicated. You did. He never bet on the Reds.
I said he should. Let me rephrase it. He should be vindicated to the point that he should be taken off that ban list and be allowed to get in the Hall of Fame. He has the numbers.
That's all I want.
Not to get there.
That's all I want.
Yeah, but don't hope for him to get there on the demise of another player.
It's not a hope. I want the integrity of the game to be upheld, and if there's gambling in baseball, then we need to deal with it. That is what I'm getting at too.
But there's no gambling in baseball, so I don't know why you even go in there.
All right, let's find out if these alleged allegations of rumors of gambling in baseball are true. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Please, let's go to the phone lines. Thank you very much.
Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty.
What's happening?
I'll get a good way of trashing it out.
Yeah, no, but I like to make Pearly sweat a little bit, man. You know what I mean? You love up some Otani.
When you could disagree to agree.
Yeah, man, agree to disagree.
It makes the conversation healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ellie.
What's up, bro?
I know you know who this is now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's the great Skillaboo.
Hey, my nickname for you is the Mason Dunker.
on Friday, Naughty. So Pearly say he would have given me 3 minutes today.
Well, you could have 3.5 because you all right with me. Go ahead.
Concerning the event, what I tell you, concerning the children homes.
Well, now you got 4. Go ahead. You got 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's for Saturday, man. And the Saturday come in, and we need a little assistance concerning a tent, but right now we're looking at a tent just in case of it, on them 15 by 15 tent, right? And we could use a couple more candy bags, some pizza, and some Capri Sun juice. So I know our best. You all could probably assist us in that.
Man, I could get the word out, and I could run it on the wire, man, and see, you know. I got some friends.
Yeah, this for Saturday, come in God's willing.
So how many Capri Sun you need? How many cases of them you need?
Like they say Capri Sun is come 40 in the case, so we could use a case
You say
or
this,
two.
this for this Saturday, right?
Yeah, this Saturday come in.
Well, listen, I ain't got no dibs on pizza no more, but you know me and the Colonel be tight. You know, I got dibs on some.
Well, that sound like a plan. That will sound like a plan then.
Because maybe we could do some. Maybe we could do some nuggets or warm or whatever.
You could do, but I don't know how the Kentucky this go.
I got that covered, man. You just need to let me know how many kids you did in there.
Okay, we looking at 30 kids.
Man, say no more.
Okay. So, Bailey.
Do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Skiller.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, and please do this. Kermit, don't hang up on Skiller. Make sure I get his number for me so I can call him directly off here. Me and Pearlie will give him a buzz.
Let me make a contact. Let me make some contacts.
I can make up a calls for you, man, Skiller. Use my boy.
Okay. Now, what I can do?
And we're doing it right on Mason, right?
Huh? No, we doing it in Yellow Well, though.
All right. And
you know the Lazaretta Allsing?
Got
the
you.
Lazaretta Children Home?
Got you right there on the corner.
Huh?
Right there on the corner, right? When you coming through by the Sports Center.
Yeah, right.
Yellow and green building, if I'm mistaken.
I think you're right.
Boom. I got you, bro.
Yeah. So what I can do, I can give you, with me, I can give you her number because she's too more than driving.
Leave everything with Kermit. And when I get off here, I can make sure I link you because me and Pearlie from Talking Heads will do something for you, man. We'll make sure I get some things done.
Gotcha.
Don't hang up. Just go on hold and then leave the numbers, your number and the lady number with Kermit.
Right.
Now, if you want to talk sports, you ain't gotta go on hold. Yeah, you got anything to say, I mean.
Yeah, I can talk to you about that game last night.
Man, listen, Skiller, you and I both know you let up 145 points. I mean, the defense ain't playing. You can't survive like that.
I agree with what you're saying concerning the defense part, right? But I just want to share something with you. Watch this, Naughty. I didn't watch the whole game, right? But if you watch the game?
No, I didn't. You think I'm joking? I don't watch Laker basketball until LeBron leave. I mean that.
Probably you watch the game?
No, to be honest with you, I write into NCAA tournaments, so right now that's what I'm watching.
I was tuning in between that and the NCAA tournament too.
My girlfriend played yesterday, so I had to
but
watch
Naughty,
her play.
let me ask you something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know in that game right there that 15-point lead in the fourth quarter, right? You ever know when teams just get too relaxed? And knowing that the team what they playing is an offensive team.
But you can't
get relaxed on
no team. And Skiller, there's an old Bahamian saying that I know that you know, that I know that you know, that I know that you know. When you play with puppy, they lick your mouth.
But the good thing about it, they win, right? Now tomorrow, I think they get a task. Although they didn't beat them, they beat them before. They beat them about 2 weeks ago, a week ago, barely.
Who they got?
The Bucks. They get the Bucks tomorrow.
Listen, we'll see.
But Naughty, you know what I look at? I strongly believe, Naughty, and I told you you and Pearlie this but 2 or 3 weeks ago. I strongly believe everybody stepping up to the plate now concerning their role on the Lakers team.
Well, they need to, but how many games left?
You know,
about
we
12 games?
over now, right?
About that, I think.
We 8 game over. Yeah, but we 39 and we 48.
But listen, all I'm trying to show you is this, though.
And 32. Hey.
I'm trying to show you a couple of things.
Yeah.
There's 12 games left.
No, it ain't 12. We get 9. We got 10 more games left.
All right, 10 games left after tomorrow.
Right.
people who's supposed to buck their toe and help for the Lakers to move up in the seasons aren't losing.
Watch
the
that.
Lakers are still in the 9th spot. They got to play Golden State in the playoff game. Right now, they're in a play-in. If they don't win that game, they're done.
No, they ain't. Golden State ain't gonna be there.
Well, who could be there?
Golden, you know who gonna be in that 10th spot?
Houston, and you ain't want to play Houston. They won 10 straight games.
And watch this though. But watch this. Watch this, Naughty. Do you know? Right now, Lakers is like Mavericks is a game ahead of Lakers.
2 games ahead, and they ain't losing.
But yeah, they 2 games ahead.
And they ain't losing. So if it ends up today,
they ain't beat nobody yet.
But hear what I'm saying. If it ends up today, if the season ended today, Lakers in the play-in.
Right?
Yeah.
And, like I tell
and how
you,
did it work out for us before when that happened?
But like I tell you, Naughty,
Go on.
Lakers is a playoff team, right?
Conference final.
You know that's a playoff team, right?
We've been in the playoff twice before now. Remember, we was the playoff after we won the bubble championship.
That's what I'm saying. Lakers is a playoff team.
See again. You digging deep, man. Last year we was in the play-in game and we made it to the Western Conference finals. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 times we've been in the play-in games. History
Last
shows
week we got it.
that one
Watch
time we went to the Western Conference Finals, the other one we was one and done.
This time, we ain't getting no Western Conference. We getting straight to the championship.
For God's sakes, not even on PlayStation, Skiller. Not even on PlayStation with the cheat codes. Not even on PlayStation
Boy,
with
Naughty,
the cheat codes.
I will put down a barrel of chicken right now.
Man, Skiller, I can be
But
honest with you.
anyhow, we can see how it go, though. We can see how it go.
All right, make sure I get that info to Mr. Producer so we can link you
Yes, I
afterwards
can do
and
that.
get
I
you
can do
straight,
that,
man.
Naughty.
And that's for
I
this
can do
Saturday,
that.
right?
Huh?
That's for this Saturday, right?
Yeah, this Saturday coming. God's willing.
What time?
12 o'clock.
All right, sound like I just hit Oaksfield and come straight over and get you all straight.
Yeah, okay.
Because KFC right there in Oaksfield, I got you.
Okay, bro.
All right, not a problem, man. Good
Yeah.
stuff. All right, we can link. Yeah, so Pearly, we got a long. It's interesting we talk basketball because today we got a good take home with Colin Cowherd.
Okay.
Celtics have won 9 straight. Can they win 10? What's wrong with the Bucks? All right, as in the Milwaukee Bucks. You got some Laker news in there as well.
Yeah.
So it's a good final 10 or so going home today, man.
That sounds like a plan.
So what I suggest we do now is turn our, look at the local scene real quick, wrap that up. Oh, we got another call. Let's get to that call. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads.
Yeah, bosses. What's going on?
What's going on, Muff?
Yeah. So put that now. That's got.
It's fair to say what, Muff?
By 45. Get
You breaking up, Muff? What you say?
Breaking up bad.
Oh, okay. Let me try. Let me come inside. I on a cell phone. I was in the building. How that sound now?
You sound way better.
Yeah, I was in the building. I say, so Pearly, we beat by 3 points Wednesday. You say Diana beat down underneath the ground. So we beat them by 23. I mean, 37. We was up by 45. So is that, could you call that a beat down underneath the ground?
That's a beat
down. Now, just remember, we got a beat down underneath the ground. We was embarrassed. The Pelicans embarrassed us, beat us by 23. So that's why we had to come out can on like that, no. Now, just remember, the Pelicans get beat from by 15 from Orlando Magic just before they come and beat us. So that's why.
And you all need to sleep on that Orlando Magic team over there. Don't sleep on that Magic team.
Last week, boy. Yeah.
They dangerous. They
but they looking good. But that little young team. Boy, they look good, boy.
Ranchero and Wagner
them getting on bad.
And Suggs, they playing all right.
Yeah, but and they still in 5th, boy. They still ahead of us. So I glad. Hey, Skillaboo, they almost lose a 19-point, not 17, a 19-point lead. But I glad they beat Indiana because I want them to get beat so we could get up there in 5th or 6th spot. We jump back in the front of the Sixers. The Sixers win yesterday. That's a big win for the Sixers. But then we win too, so we jump back in the front of them 7th. But we need the 4th or 5th seed, man, or no less than 6th seed. So I don't want to. And then Pearly, girl had a good game, man. I like how she draw the 6 foul on that girl and get out the game. And then she had an awesome 4th quarter.
And she laughed. She was laughing at the girl cry.
And she say bye. She's on the ground. She say bye. Hit the road, Jack. And I want to see you no more. Yeah, but she had an awesome 4th quarter too.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, well, anyhow, like Skillable, right? We could beat Golden State tomorrow. Y'all got the Bucks. Y'all got our Doc Rivers and the Bucks. So Golden State could be in 10 or 11, Skillable. You right? Because we could beat them tomorrow. We got to win at least 8 of this last 11 games or so. Like I say, we ain't there with like last year, man. We can't play with the play-in, man. One and done? No, man. 6 seed and up. We ain't selling this for nothing less. All right, it's almost time for calling. So, okay, we can talk tomorrow, man. We can talk tomorrow. Yeah. Good games coming tonight. Plenty games tonight. Plenty games tonight.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, all right. Link up. You all be safe.
All right.
Now, Pearly.
Muff, but 10 minutes with the stuff in that 30 seconds in.
Pearly, listen here. You talking about your women's college basketball girl is reached from LSU, right?
LSU. My angel, yes.
Yeah, but anyway, on a purely basketball vibe. Not how you like Angel or whatnot. You give me Audie Crooks all day, every day in the paint from Iowa State. All day, every day. You didn't see big girl from Iowa State? 40 points, 18 rebounds, 18 to 20 shooting. My God.
Yeah, but that's what Angel doing every night. Double every night. Not one night, not one game, every game.
Hey. Look, if you put Angel and Audrey Reese side by side, they'd make the perfect 10. I don't care what you say. Your girl Angel is solid, and she's a great player. Audie Cooks is the real deal, babe.
Yeah, but Angel still can go higher than her in the WNBA draft.
That's okay. When it's all said and done, I know weight might be an issue with Audrey right now, but she got women's Charles Barkley written all over her, my brother.
Okay. And Angel got...
I ain't taking nothing away from Angel. Stop it, man. Nobody's talking about your girl, okay? I gotta bring Caitlin Clark in there to tell you can't see her. I mean, come on.
Caitlin Clark is my number 2 girl. They my 2 girls.
Okay, good. Well, why you have your Ebony and Ivory? When you have your Ebony and Ivory and Carmel women's basketball fantasies and hallucinations, that's great. I just said, if you want me to start a women's team, you give me this big gal Audie Crooks down in the paint any day of the week. I'll take her any day of the week.
She could be the center. Angel be power forward. Caitlin Clark shooting guard. Juju point guard.
All right.
And the young lady out in Notre Dame.
No, we gotta have a signature Euro in there for the power forward. Some chick with a messed up name.
Nah, but none of them can play like.
All right.
The young lady. No, they got no.
We got it real quick, and then we got to do the picks. Get the NBA picks lined up, Pearly, because I ain't got my phone. Talking heads.
What's up, Naughty? What's up, Pearly?
Hey, Mystery, make it quick, brother. I hope all is well with you and yours. What you got for us? Go.
Everything is beautiful. Let me ask a question. How hard is it for Otani not to know that his interpreter is using his money to bet?
It's kind of hard if you give him privilege.
How hard is that? How hard is it?
I can leave you to deal with him there, Mystery.
That's what I want to know. How hard is and how does an interpreter get his hand on Otani's money?
If you're the interpreter and you're going everywhere, he may give him opportunities to pay for certain things.
Certain things like what?
While we're out, because you handle these things. You speak English, I don't. So that it could be that, you know.
All right. So just like Naughty said, I think that should vindicate Rose. Okay.
If Otani is involved, but he because the interpreter
that's hypothetical. How hard is it for an interpreter to get his hand on a $700 million man's money?
It depends on the role he played. So you're just looking at the word interpreter, but you have to see what role he plays. That's why in a couple of minutes.
What's the definition of interpreter?
In 4 minutes, he having a press conference I can watch.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it too.
Okay.
All right, Mystery.
All right, y'all take care.
Good stuff, man. Let us get to the picks. Appreciate the call, bro. Purdy, we got to be quick because we got that take home with Carter and Cowherd. Celtics and the Hawks tonight.
All right, tonight you got the Hornets at the Cavaliers. Cavaliers 11.5 points.
I like the Cavs to win that one. Not by the 11.5. I like them in the money line.
Boston Celtics at Atlanta. Boston 10.5. I taking the points.
Yeah, I think Boston wins it, but I can play it safe on the money line because they've been horrible against big spreads.
Detroit at the Knicks. Knicks 16.5. I take the Knicks on the money line.
I like the Knicks on the money line as well too.
The Nets at the Raptors. The Nets 6.5. I like the Raptors. I take the Raptors and the points.
Because yeah, man, take the Raptors and the points. Everybody beating the Nets lately.
The Suns at the Spurs. The Suns 12.5.
I like the Suns by the money line, but I can't trust them. The Spurs cover. I like the Bulls over the Wizards too on the road.
Okay, then you got the Trailblazers at the Rockets. Rockets 13.5.
Rockets in the money line, but I like them to win their 11 straight.
And you take the Bulls in the money line. The Grizzlies at the Nuggets. Nuggets 14.5. I actually like the Nuggets in the money line. I mean the Nuggets and the points.
Well, I like taking the money line. 14.5, that's a lot. They may rest some people in garbage time. That could get taken away.
They may be resting people. Dallas Mavericks at the Utah Jazz.
Dallas, they hot. They hot. And they might win it.
Dallas
and the points. Kyrie got them playing.
The Kings hosting the Sixers. Kings 8.5. I take the Kings on the money line.
I like the Kings in the money line. And last one of the night, Clippers against the Pacers. I like the Clippers because the Pacers blow from that 145 points they had to put up against the Lakers the other night.
And I take in the points with the Clippers, 5.5.
There you go. And just like that, we are right on time. Good stuff, Purdy. We'll do it again tomorrow.
All right.
And remember, the picks all brought to you, of course, by the Island Games. Simply log on to theislandgame.com and enjoy March Madness the entire month. Multiple ways to play, multiple ways to win. Always do it responsibly. Quick break, flip side of the break. Colin Coward taking us home. We'll do it again tomorrow, Purdy. Deuces.
Deuces.
Be good, Bahamas, and if you can't be good at it.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and state-of-the-art functionality, the choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You get cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama Market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News Sales Representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
Cancer Treatment Center's our City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Whether you like it hot or you enjoy being original, KFC has the only chicken sandwiches with attitude, featuring 100% extra large white meat chicken fillets for 100% flavor. Enjoy the famous flavor of KFC 11 herbs and spices in the KFC Original Recipe Burger, or take the heat up a notch with a spicy filet with a KFC Kentucky Deluxe Sandwich. And for a limited time, enjoy your favorite sandwich with fries for only $7. That's how it's done. KFC Nassau, it's finger-licking good.
Are you ready for the best of the best? Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group up for sound promotion, and Guardian Radio presents the best of the best Rake & Script Explosion Concert. Mark your calendars for May 11th as Super Club Breezes grounds ignite with Bahamian talent featuring KB, Gino D, Funky D, Veronica Bishop, The Brylanders, Avi, Elon Moxie, and Shine 242. Join the Falcons, Sylvie Pierre, Johnny Cake, Mama D, Nishi LS, Pat Rami, Stevie S, and Shad Colley and the VIPs for an electrifying. Tickets are flying, so grab yours now. Available online at BahamaZTickets.com or swing by the Beauty Shack on Soldier Road and Carmichael Road. This is the event of the year. The best of the best Rake & Scrape Explosion at Breezes Resorts. Gates open at 6 p.m. Don't miss out on the Bahamian magic.
Refined style with elegant taste. The fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video. Wanna step out and look great? Then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste. Then fine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. Carry small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food done well. You're welcome into their home at Naughty Johnny's, where you can dine on crack conch fritters, and other Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday. Only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Naughty Johnny's, well worth the trip.
Because we have questioned late game efficiency by the Celtics. I will acknowledge they were pretty good late against Chicago, and my eyes were there set on.
I'm glad that 70 games into a dominant season, one trip to Chicago to watch them and watch Jason Tatum has you sold on this team as a legit contender.
Well, I have said they're going to roll through the East. I don't have any question. And I do think they're deeper than Denver. I do like to go, every year I go to a couple games, and there is a different perception when you go to games. My takeaway was, and it's always been with Tatum, I know he's great. I've said, all NBA, got no problems. Late game stuff, take it over. And again, Chicago's more talented than people think. They actually have real NBA players. They're young in spots, but they have some players. The one thing I saw with Tatum, first guy out at 5'10", both teams working hard, like first guy by like 25, 30 minutes. The second thing was, in the late game situation, he wanted the ball. He just like, give me the ball. And there's also, and I kind of knew this, but there is a gap in this league, as you know. Outside of Steph Curry, think how smart the Warriors are run. They don't have another guy that can give them 25 points. Yeah. Tatum is clearly in an elite class of, give me the ball, I'm always going to get my shot. Yeah. That was very clear in that game. And I think, with that said, I may be uncomfortable at times, but I don't think Boston's uncomfortable with anything about Tatum.
No, they're satisfied with him being a distributor at times in those situations because he has the horses to throw the ball to. I mean, Jaylen Brown has closed the gap, I think, this year even more between himself and Jason Tatum. Kristaps Porzingis averaged 20 this season. Drew Holiday has proven he can make big shots in big moments. If you don't have an open look, or if you don't have the play that you want, passing the ball is the right play. And look, the criticism of Boston over the last few down to, is Jason Tatum a closer? And you know this. You can find stats to back up any argument. And I've seen some of Jason Tatum's, the clutch time stats aren't as good as some of the top tier guys. How about the eyeball test? How about we go with that? Did I fall asleep last year during the conference semifinals when Jason Tatum went off in the fourth quarter of an elimination game in Game 6? Did I miss that Game 7 against the 76ers when Tatum went for, 51 in that game? The 3 games that the Celtics won against Miami, Jason Tatum scored like 85 points in those 3 games. And I'm convinced he would have had a breakthrough performance in Game 7 if he didn't get hurt on the very first play of that game. So this idea that Jason Tatum is somehow on another tier of clutch player than some of the other guys we regularly talk about, to me, is ridiculous.
Well, the other thing I will say about Tatum is Luka doesn't defend. Tatum does.
Yes. He has gotten measurably better over the last few years.
Yeah, so the other thing is, unlike Biggs, Tatum doesn't get hurt much. He's there every night. So there are a lot of things, some of this is jousting and it's fun, but I did want to go see him in person. So I saw him in person last year, And I do. I like to watch guys in person, see the body language. Jason's a very confident guy. And the one thing that really is so true when you watch the Celtics play, there's so much culture. Golden State's got a lot of this because it's a lot of the same guys. Boston has this too. Al Horford is a classic example. Boston's ball movement, Chicago's young. Now, Andre Drummond's not young. There's a lot of young guys. They're perpetually rebuilding. When you watch Boston in crisis moments, end of the clock, end of the game, their ball movement, you can tell these guys have been in a lot of practices together. And a Derek White, a lot of guys that don't get puffed. It was interesting to me watching without 3 starters, and yet the backup guys, it's like they practice with the ones all day. Their ball movement, I thought, was exceptional.
Well, yeah, and this is the paradox of you right here, where part of you wants Jason Tatum to go 1-on-3, to be, Jordan in the 80s and just go after it every time he has the ball in clutch situations. But you just named Derek White's another guy who makes big shots and is comfortable in the moment.
16 a night, nobody pays attention to it.
Everyone knows that if Derek White is open or if Drew Holiday is open, that is a better shot than Jason Tatum getting a soft double team thrown his way that forces up a contested 2. He makes the right plays every single time. That's not always going to manifest itself in a game-winning shot, but it's going to manifest itself in an assist or a hockey assist or something that gets it done. Jason Tatum all season long has made great plays for this team.
So I was saying in my opening rant is...
By the way, can I also... Nick Wright.
What? You're picking on Nick?
Who likes to take shots at my support of the Celtics over the years. Nick Wright, the LeBron advocate general for so many years of everything LeBron does is great and there's no reason not to want to play with LeBron James. We used to argue on First Things First all the time about whether Anthony Davis was better off being traded from the Pelicans to the Lakers or the Pelicans to the Celtics. What would you say about that right now? Because AD does have a championship, but he's probably got 3, 4, 5 more years left in the NBA. Wouldn't you say he's probably better off playing with Jason Tatum, playing with some of those guys in Boston than he is in LA long term?
Well, I think the Celtics have, since Brad Stevens first got the job, I think I look at Boston and I think to myself, this is a very well-run, consistent franchise. Very Warriors-like. The difference is Steph just hits, Steph just is one-on-one. And Tatum is very good, but Steph's like a unique unicorn all time. Yeah, I think Boston, and I've said this before, I think the Lakers are actually like a small town business in a big market. That's sometimes how they've been run. So yeah, I think AD to the Celtics probably would have been a better fit.
Well, let's cut that and send that to Nick to use this afternoon.
So I want to talk about the Warriors because it is fascinating about the NBA. So since he came into the league in 2009, the Warriors, well run. Everybody misses on draft picks. I mean, you get almost no video of these guys in college. You have it's ridiculous. An NFL GM gets 4 years of tape. I get like 6 games where you played against an NBA guy. I think it's really hard to draft. Really hard to draft as an NBA GM. 22 draft picks since Curry's been acquisitions. They are still a totally dependent Steph Curry offense. Do they have to blow it up? I think they have to go get somebody. We've seen this now for 3 years. Now, 1 year, Denver wasn't quite ready to go. LeBron and AD were unhealthy, but I just feel like, guys, you got to go get somebody, right?
They are completely dependent on Steph Curry to score in key situations.
Every night.
I mean, that game, look, we can talk about the 2 most recent games with the Warriors, which I thought were bad for different reasons. Last night against the Timberwolves were bad because they had a lead for most of the game. They had a lead going into the fourth quarter. And Steve Kerr decided Steph had played too many minutes the night before, gave him an extended rest. That lead evaporated. They were down, I think, 8 at one point in that fourth quarter because they can't score without Steph Curry. You go to the Indiana game, which was the previous one. They put up 111 points against Indiana. Indiana is not a good defensive team. That's a team that doesn't have shot makers anymore. Steph Curry, still a shot maker, but has to do it in somewhat of a reduced role because of his age and the desire by the coaching staff to keep him as rested as possible down the stretch. But beyond Steph, who can you count on a nightly basis to make up the difference, to pick up the slack? Klay Thompson's not doing it anymore. Kuminga, I like him a lot, but he's not capable of that just yet. They don't have the horses right now to compete with the number of teams out there that just have shot makers left and right that can make shots.
So a lot of people are predicting that it won't be a great playoff because Boston's going to fly through the East, which I agree with, although Miami has a weird way of making them uncomfortable. The coaching's excellent. Bam, Butler. They'll make things uncomfortable. And then that Denver is dominant. Phoenix is disappointing, doesn't necessarily match up, and that Denver's not that fascinating. I love watching them play. But I said this last week. What's really interesting to me is Milwaukee, because they're old. They don't defend as well. It's a Hail Mary. They had to get somebody, and they got Dame. They loved you.
I don't know if they didn't want to get, like, I would love to give them truth serum to ask if they would have made that deal if they knew Drew was going to wind up in Boston, because I thought they assumed he was going to wind up on a Western Conference team, and they wouldn't have to deal with him, at least not in the conference playoffs.
So he's clearly, with his departure, they're just not as good defensively.
Yeah.
You can't argue that. And I think Giannis has been westernized. Not a criticism. He's a little more caustic. He's running through, that coach got fired. The coach he wanted, Adrian Griffin, got fired because Giannis was tired of it, even though they were the number 1 or 2 seed when he got fired. And my takeaway is, if they lose early, or if they play Boston and they do not match up with a Celtics, that could be a sweep. They don't match up athletically with Boston, I don't think at all.
They don't match up well with Boston, but I was at the game last week where it was very close down the stretch with the Celtics. And yes, the Celtics were playing without Holiday, and there was probably a letdown for them going into that game because Giannis was supposed to play, then he didn't play, so it wasn't the matchup they thought it was. But watching Damian Lillard, 30-plus points in that game, watching Chris Middleton continue to show signs of progress coming back from that injury. He's going to be a dangerous weapon for them. Almost had a triple-double last night in the Bucks game. Watching Bobby Portis step in and play well for them. They did all that, kept it close against Boston in Boston without Giannis on the floor. Now, the Bucks like to say no moral victories. I walked away from that game thinking that it was a moral victory for them. So